So welcome once again to BRIST Montessori Distance Learning e-portal and welcome to your English class. So today we are going to start the topic letter writing. Now since this letter writing you have been doing in your lower classes also, so it is just a type of revision and few more things which you have to remember when you are writing the letter. So let us start first of all. So there are two types of letters now, formal letters and informal letters. Okay, now first of all, what are informal letters? The letters which are used for the personal reason, which are written to our own personals, to our own relatives, friends, parents, grandparents, like that. These letters are called informal letters. And what are formal letters? The formal letter means official letters. Official letters means the letters which are related with the office work, which are related to some office persons, or writing the letter at our own workplace. Such type of letters are called formal letters. Okay, now there are few things which we should remember when we are writing both the types of letters. So let us go through these few points. These few points, there are many points, but these few points are the main points which you should keep in your mind when you are writing the letters. First of all is contractions. All of you must be knowing what are contractions. I have given you the example in the bracket, like didn't means you wanted to write did not, but the contraction of did not is didn't. Shouldn't, wouldn't, hasn't, haven't, they are your contractions, means adding apostrophe and T. So in the informal letter you can use these contractions, but in the formal letter keep in mind that you should not use contractions. No contractions should be used. If you want to write did not, then you have to write full did not. You should not write didn't. You can write didn't in informal letter, but no didn't, you will write full form did not in the formal letter. So contractions can be used in informal letter, but no contraction can be used in formal letter. Then number 2 is idioms. Idioms, you know, all of you. So you can use, if you want, you can use idioms in the informal letter, but no idioms should be used in the formal letter. Like I have given the example under the weather. If you want to, if suppose you are writing a letter to your friend and you want to tell the friend that I was under the weather since last 10 days, means I was not feeling well. So you cannot write this idiom in the formal letter. You cannot write like I was under the weather. No. Why? You have to write the proper thing, that I was not feeling well or I was sick, like that. Okay. Then phrasal verbs. Now what are phrasal verbs? Yes, the phrasal verbs are the, you can say, the verbs which are used with a preposition with them. Like here, find out. Find is a verb, out is a preposition. Go up. Go is a verb, up is a preposition. So the verbs which are used with a preposition with them, they are called phrasal verbs. So you can use phrasal verbs in informal letter, but these phrasal verbs cannot be used in formal letter. In the formal letter, you have to, in place of phrasal verbs, you have to use very sophisticated verbs. Like here, for find out, if you are using find out in informal letter, you will use the word discover in formal letter. Go up, if you are using, suppose go up, for in any sentence you are using the phrasal verb go up. Here in the formal letter you have to use increase for that. So in the formal letter you cannot use the phrasal verbs. Okay. Then fourth point which you have to keep in mind is imperatives. Now what is imperatives? The sentences which are starting with the verb, like send it soon, do your homework, help your mother. So all these sentences, help is a verb, do is a verb, send is a verb. The sentences which are beginning with the verb, they are called imperatives. So imperatives you can use in the informal letter, but you cannot use imperatives in the formal letter. So for example, if you are using this send it soon, you are writing a letter to your friend and you are asking for something and you are telling your friend to send it soon. So this send it soon, how you will write in a formal letter? You may send it at your earliest. You will use the word may. You may send it at your earliest. In place, now it seems like an order. So in a formal letter you cannot give an order. Okay, so send it soon. This will be replaced by which phrase here? You may send it at your earliest. So like this, imperatives cannot be used in informal letter, but imperatives cannot be used in formal letter. Understood? Then abbreviations. Abbreviations can be used in informal letter but cannot be used in formal letter. For example, TV. You can write TV in informal letter, but this, if you want to write TV in formal letter, no. You will have to write the full form, that is television. Then you can use the exclamation mark and you can write like this: a lot, thanks a lot, or love you a lot. No. You can use this in informal letter, but in formal letter, no exclamation mark is used. Remember this thing, no exclamation mark is used, and in place of a lot, what you can use? Much or many. Okay. Then next is, in informal letters, you use very common English language. Non-Latin words you are using, that are common words of English. But in formal letter you will use the Latin words, means uncommon words of the English, sophisticated words of the English. That is the main differences between the formal and informal letter. I hope you will keep these things in your mind when you are writing, when you are given the exercise to write the letter. So contractions, no contractions in formal letter, no idioms in the formal letter, no phrasal verbs in the formal letter, no imperatives in the formal letter, no abbreviations, no exclamation marks, and only Latin words are to be used in the formal letter. Okay, so these things you please keep in mind when I will be giving you the exercise to write the letter. I hope you must have understood this thing. Now let us see the format of both type of letters. First of all, let us see the format of formal letter. Format means how to write. When you are given to write a formal letter, you should write the letter according to this format only, because marks are there for the format also. Marks are not only for the content of the letter, marks are there for the format of the letter also. So for the formal letter, first of all you will write sender's address. Suppose you are sending the letter, so you will write your address here. After that you will write the date. For example, I have written here, the date should be written like this: day, month and year. Name of the month should be written, full name of the month should be written. Then to. After that, to the. Now here you will write the designation of the person to whom you are writing the letter. To the principal, to the editor, to the collector, to the officer, whatever. So here you are going to write the designation of the person to whom you are writing the letter. After that you will write receiver's address. Receiver's address means who is going to receive your letter, to whom you are writing the address, to whom you are writing the letter, that person's address you will write here. And then subject you will write. What are you going to write in the letter? What is the purpose of writing the letter? For example, suppose you are writing the letter to complaint against the water problems in your area. You are writing the letter to your municipality officer complaining about the water problems in your area. So here in the subject you will write regarding the water problems in my area, in the area Mighty Devi, regarding the water problems in Mighty Devi, like this. So subject means what is the topic on which you want to write the letter. what is the problem you want to discuss in your letter. Okay, then respected sir or ma'am, whatever, and then you should begin like this: I would like to. I would like to now what? Inform or complain, whatever is the letter. If you are you want to complain about anybody, then complain. If you want to give any type of information, then I would like to inform. So, but your letter should begin like this: I would like to. Here you will write your whole letter, whatever you want to write in the letter. But when you are writing this content of the letter, keep in mind those 7 points which we have discussed just now while writing the formal letter. No abbreviations, no phrasal verbs, no contractions, no idioms, no imperatives, no exclamation marks, and use sophisticated English words. Okay, then how to end the letter? I shall be thankful, grateful, or obliged. You can use anything. I shall be thankful to you, grateful to you, or obliged to you. Then yours sincerely, and you will write your name. This is the format of the formal letter. So let us revise. Your address, because you are writing the letter. Then you will write the date, and format of the date will be like this. Then to that is the designation of the person: editor, collector, principal, whatever. Then receiver's address, who is going to receive your letter, to whom you are writing the letter. And subject means what is the reason of writing this letter. Okay, then respected sir or ma'am, this is the beginning of the letter: I would like to complain or inform or whatever. Then whole content of the letter, and then ending of the letter should be like this: I shall be thankful, grateful, obliged to you, and then yours sincerely, and then you will write your name. So this is the format of the formal letter. Always you should write the formal letter in this format only, because marks are given for the format also. Now let us come to the format of informal letter. It is very simple. Informal letter, only you will write your address because you are sending the letter, and you will write the date. Okay, then you can write here not respected but dear. You are writing the letter to your father, then you can write dear father, dear mother, dear whatever. Then dear, if you are writing letter to your friend, dear, you can write the name of the friend like this. And how to begin this informal letter: I am fine here and hope you are also fine there. And after that you can just write whatever you want to write in the letter. And then ending of the letter can be like this: convey my regards to all family members. And then your loving, or your loving son, your loving daughter, or your true friend, like this you can write. And then you can write your name. So informal letter is very simple. Only you have to write your address because you are sending the letter. Then you will write the date. Then dear, not respected but dear, and then you can write to whomsoever you are writing the letter. Then beginning can be like this: I am fine here and hope you are also fine there. Ending can be like this: convey my regards to all family members. Then your loving son, daughter, your true friend, whatever, and then you can write your name. So I hope you must have understood now format of both formal and informal letter, and the 7 basic things which you have to keep in mind when you are writing both type of letter. So that's all for today in your English class. I will be giving you one exercise to write both type of letters. So please do that exercise, complete it, and submit your work on time. So thank you class for learning on this Best Montessori Distance Learning e-portal. Thank you once again.